tum taka tak tin na tum tak tak tin na tum taka tak tin.
Structure, discipline, control. Vedanta Kalinga Lancers have shown they can turn pressure into points. The SG Pipers bring urgency, a team too good to stay quiet for long. All to play for. It's Lancers versus Pipers, and it's coming up next.
आपका Saturday is all sorted because Hero Hockey India League में it's a double header day. दिन का पहला मुकाबला हो गया है, अब वक्त है दूसरे मुकाबले का। वेदांता कलिंगा लांसर्स सामने होगी SG पाइपर्स। ऐसा मुकाबला है जहां पर दोनों टीम सिर्फ एक सोच के साथ उतरेंगी। वेदांता लांसर्स कहेंगे जीत का मोमेंटम है, आगे कैरी करना है, और SG पाइपर्स कहेंगे कि हार वो तो हमारे लिए अब ऑप्शन है ही नहीं। मैं हूं तानिया पुरोहित, मेरे साथ है विशाल। विशाल, एक हफ्ते के ब्रेक के बाद हम लौटे हैं, लेकिन जिस तरह की शुरुआत इस मुकाबले से हुई है, जो दिन का पहला मैच था, व्हाट अ गेम।
जितने दिन नजर नहीं आए उतने गोल स्कोर बोर्ड पे लगा दिए हैदराबाद तूफान ने।
दैट इज सो ट्रू। मतलब ऐसे लगा कि इतने दिनों से वो लोग इंतजार कर रहे थे कि अच्छा गोल्स नहीं लग रहे हैं, तो जैक वॉलिस ने और टिम ब्रांड ने कहा कि चलिए पहले ही दिन हम इस तरह की तूफानी शुरुआत करते हैं।
तूफानी शुरुआत, वो भी हैट्रिक के साथ, और क्या तालमेल बिठाया दोनों खिलाड़ियों ने। दोनों ही नहीं, आज मैं इंडिविजुअल स्किल्स की बात नहीं करूंगा, टीम स्किल्स की बात करूंगा, क्योंकि मैच से पहले जो पाशा गेटमैन कह कर गए कि इट्स गोइंग टू बी ऑल आउट गेम फॉर मी, ये 3 पॉइंट मेरी ज़िंदगी के सबसे महत्वपूर्ण 3 पॉइंट होंगे, और वैसे ही किया उनके खिलाड़ियों ने।
कुछ ऐसी चकते टाइप स्पीच याद आ गई कि ये 3 पॉइंट्स आपकी जिंदगी के सबसे महत्वपूर्ण 3 पॉइंट्स है, और उसका फायदा क्या हुआ। हैदराबाद तूफान्स पहुंच गए हैं सीधे नंबर 4 की पोजीशन पर एट द पॉइंट्स टेबल, और ये कितना जरूरी होता है टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट, आप बहुत अच्छी तरह से समझ सकते हैं। वेदांता कलिंगा लांसर्स आर एट द टॉप, HILGC हैं, फिर हैदराबाद तूफान्स हैं, लेकिन जो अंतिम नंबर पर बैठी है वो है SG पाइपर्स। नंबर 1 और आखिरी नंबर पर बैठी टीम के बीच ये मुकाबला है, लेकिन मैं स्पेसिफिकली पहले तूफान्स की बात करना चाहती हूँ। जब आपको पता है कि आप चांसेस क्रिएट कर रहे हैं लेकिन वो कन्वर्ट नहीं हो पा रहे, इस मुकाबले में राजिंदर को कितना क्रेडिट जाता है जो उन्होंने संभाला है बीच में और अटैक बहुत सारे डायरेक्ट किए हैं।
आज डू और डाई गेम था, जो उन्होंने तालमेल बनाया, राजिंदर सिंह ने, अर्शदीप सिंह ने, टिम ब्रांड ने, जैक वॉलिस ने जो काम करके दिया अपनी टीम के लिए, वो लाजवाब था। उसी के साथ राजिंदर का खेल भी निखर के आया। जिस तरीके का तालमेल बना हैदराबाद तूफान का, वो एक कंक्लूजन पे नहीं आ रहे थे, आज उन्हें वो सारे आंसर्स मिल गए इस मैच में कि हमें किस तरीके की हॉकी खेलनी है, और आज जो तूफान लेकर आए कलिंगा के मैदान पे, वो काबिल तारीफ था।
अच्छा विशाल, पता है मुझे पिछला सीजन याद है कि टिम ब्रांड के लिए पिछला सीजन भी अच्छा घटा था, लेकिन इस सीजन ऐसे लग रहा था कि इंतजार कर रहे थे। वो कहते हैं ना कि आपको एक किक स्टार्ट मिलता है, और ये तो किक स्टार्ट हैट्रिक के साथ मिला है।
जब ऐसा परफॉर्मेंस आता है तो ऑब्वियसली आपकी पूरी टीम इन्वॉल्व होती है आपके साथ सेलिब्रेट करने में, लेकिन उन्हें सेलिब्रेट ज़्यादा नहीं करना चाहिए। उन्हें अभी आगे की प्लानिंग और करनी चाहिए कि जिस तरह से अर्शदीप सिंह भी है, पाशा गेटमैन आज बहुत खुश होंगे जिस तरीके का खेल उनकी टीम ने आज खेला मैदान पर।
क्योंकि उनसे भी जब बात हुई थी तो उन्होंने यही कहा था, हाफ टाइम में बात हुई थी, वो लीड कर रहे थे 5 गोल्स के साथ, और उन्होंने यही कहा कि ठीक है हम लीड कर रहे हैं, लेकिन इसका मतलब ये बिल्कुल नहीं है कि हम लाइटली लेंगे, क्योंकि हमारे साथ पहले इस तरह की चीज़ें हुई हैं दैट वी लॉस्ट द गेम्स।
एंड दे वेंट ऑन टिल द लास्ट मिनट, लास्ट क्वार्टर तक स्कोर कर रहे थे। पहले मिनट से शुरुआत की, आखिरी मिनट तक स्कोर बोर्ड पे आधा दर्जन गोल दाग दिए।
That's true। और ये ना, जब इस फेज में टूर्नामेंट के ऐसा आता है कि आप इस तरह की परफॉर्मेंस देती हैं, उसका जो कॉन्फिडेंस आप कैरी करते हैं ना, वो बहुत बेहतरीन होता है। लेकिन सामने जो टीम थी, शराची बंगाल टाइगर्स, आप डिफेंडिंग चैंपियंस है, पिछले मैच में अच्छी जीत मिली थी, ऐसा लगा वो मोमेंटम कैरी करेंगे, लेकिन एक भी गोल नहीं।
आज तो वो अपना लकी मैस्कॉट भी ले आए साथ में, जो वुमेन्स टीम के साथ फाइनल खेल के आए थे, ओलंपियन दीपक ठाकुर। आज डगआउट में वो भी मौजूद थे उनका कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ाने के लिए, क्योंकि आज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट गेम था सराची बंगाल टाइगर्स के लिए। इवन हैदराबाद तूफान के लिए ये 3 पॉइंट दोनों ही टीम के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट थे, लेकिन तूफान ने आज बाजी मार दी इस
चलिए,
मैदान में।
तूफान ने तो बाजी मार ली है, लेकिन अब जो दोनों टीम्स उतरने वाली है उनमें कौन बाजी मारेगा? दिन का दूसरा मुकाबला वेदांता कलिंगा लैंसर्स और एसजी पाइपर्स के बीच खेला जाएगा। लैंसर्स आर सिटिंग एट द टॉप ऑफ द पॉइंट्स टेबल। हर मैच दर मैच वो आकर ये दिखाते हैं कि हमारी टीम में बहुत बैलेंस है, लेकिन एसजी पाइपर्स के लिए पिछला सीजन भी बेहतर नहीं घटा था, अभी भी देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स।
और होम टीम आप देखें तानिया, जैसे ड्रैगन्स ने चेन्नई में कमाल दिखाया, रॉयल्स ने रांची में कमाल दिखाया, तो कलिंगा क्यों नहीं कमाल दिखाएगा आज इस मैच में? ये उनका होम ग्राउंड है।
उनका होम ग्राउंड है और ये जो टीम है ना, इन्होंने अब तक बहुत बेहतर काम किया है, लेकिन एसजी पाइपर्स के लिए बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं जिन्हें वो सॉर्ट करना चाहेंगे। उनके गोलकीपर सेंटियागो क्या कह रहे हैं इस मुकाबले से पहले डिफेंस को लेकर और अपनी टीम की परफॉर्मेंस को लेकर, सुन लेते हैं।
Actually, yes, last match was a hard defeat. We know that tomorrow and Sunday we have two very important games if we want to reach playoff. So we are very focused on the next two matches. I think they are a very structured team. I think they are doing very good in defense. And I think they have a very good PCA, penalty corner attack. So I think we need to be smart on the way of playing. I think in defense we making a lot of mistakes. I think we also in the PCD we are not performing well, and I think to win you need to do good in PCD. At the moment we are not doing good, so I think that is one of the biggest things to improve toward the next matches.
That was Thomas Santiago, अर्जेंटीनियन गोलकीपर है। उनकी वही बातचीत वो कर रहे हैं कि हमें अपने डिफेंस को और ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग करने की ज़रूरत है। पेनल्टी कॉर्नर जब चांसेस सामने वाली टीम क्रिएट करती है, वी नीड टू स्टॉप देम, दैट्स हाउ यू विन गेम्स।
जीतना बहुत ज़रूरी टाइगर्स के लिए, माफ़ कीजिएगा एसजी पाइपर्स के लिए। जो उनकी शेरनियाँ मैदान में करके गई हैं एसजी पाइपर्स की, वो तो टाइटल मार के गई हैं रांची में, उन्हें भी कुछ ऐसा ही कमाल दिखाना होगा। अगले सारे मैच एसजी पाइपर्स के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, मस्ट विन गेम्स हैं।
एग्जैक्टली, ये जो टूर्नामेंट है ये उस फेज में पहुंच चुका है जहां पर एक एक गोल आपके लिए कितने मायने बदल सकता है इस पूरे टूर्नामेंट के। जीत हार का जो फासला है उसे तब्दील करने के लिए आपको अपना 200% देना होगा। एक्साइटिंग मुकाबला कमिंग अहेड। एसजी पाइपर्स है सामने, वेदांता कलिंगा लैंसर्स है। वक्त एक छोटे से ब्रेक का।
Hello guys, Maninder Singh this side. I played for Suma Hockey Club. When I was ball picker in 2017 when I was watching HAL. That was really a really good moment for me, and now I'm playing HAL again. Really good to be in Chennai, and hockey atmosphere is really nice here. As you all know that Vinny is a legend. It is a good experience to know a few more things, new things. तो लास्ट सीजन मेरा बहुत अच्छा गया था, एंड हमारी टीम का भी अच्छा गया था। जो हमने प्लान्स करे थे हम स्टिक टू प्लान रहे।
मेरा नाम अंकित पाल, मैं मिडफील्डर एसजी पाइपर्स टीम से। एसजी पाइपर्स के लिए मेरा ये सेकंड सीज़न है, बट हॉकी इंडिया लीग से इतना फ़ायदा होता है कि हमें काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिलता है ओवरसीज़ प्लेयर से। इसमें कितना आप कोऑर्डिनेट कर पाते हैं एक दूसरे से, सीनियर प्लेयर्स हैं हमारे काफ़ी, तो इसमें काफ़ी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस मिलता है और हमें भी मौका मिलता है कि हम अपने आप को शो कर सकें काफ़ी। एसजी पाइपर्स टीम ने मुझे जब लिया तो काफ़ी हेल्पफुल रहा, क्योंकि एक एसजी पाइपर की अच्छी टीम है और उसमें खेलने में काफ़ी मज़ा भी आता है और बेसिकली थोड़ा फाइनेंशियली भी काफ़ी सपोर्ट मिलता है लीग से। मैं अजिंक्य यादव, और
और सराची बंगाल टाइगर से मैं HL में रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा हूँ और मुझे HL में फ़र्स्ट टाइम चांस मिला है यहाँ पे, जो मैं डोमेस्टिक में खेलता था। तो यहाँ पे मुझे बहुत मतलब जो इंटरनेशनल प्लेयर है उनके साथ खेलने का मौका मिला है, जो मेरे आइडल्स है उनके साथ ड्रेसिंग रूम शेयर करने का मौका मिल रहा है और बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिल रहा है उनसे कि जो भी मैच के लिए कैसे प्रिपेयर होते हैं या सब मतलब जो उनका बिहेवियर, जो मैच प्रिपरेशन, वो सब देखने मतलब सीखने मिल रहा है उनसे मिलके। मतलब जो समझा रहे दोस्त जैसा ही मतलब बिहेवियर कर रहे सब लोग और तो उनसे भी सीखने मिल रहा है कि जो मतलब गेम के बारे में वो मुझे बता रहे कैसे खेलना है, क्या है, उनका एक्सपीरियंस भी मुझे शेयर कर रहे हैं। चेन्नई में तो फेवरेट तो इडली है, इडली डोसा।
स्वागत है आप सभी का एक बार फिर से। वेदांता कलिंगा लैंसर्स और एसजी पाइपर्स के बीच मुकाबला है। लैंसर्स वो टीम है जिनके लिए सीजन अब तक बेहतरीन गया है। मैच दर मैच उन्होंने अपनी परफॉर्मेंस को और बेहतर किया है। टाइट मैचेस भी उन्होंने देखे, लेकिन इस टीम की सबसे बड़ी स्ट्रेंथ ये है कि डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशंस में भी जब प्रेशर बिल्डअप होता है वो उसको बहुत पॉजिटिवली लेते हैं और वहां से जीत अपने नाम करते हैं। लेकिन एसजी पाइपर्स के लिए अब तक का सफर आसान नहीं रहा है। वो जरूर चाहेंगे कि जब इस मुकाबले में उतरे तो वो जो परेशानियां रही हैं उनको दूर रख के जीत अपने नाम करें। विशाल हमारे साथ बने हुए। विशाल, लैंसर्स की जो बात करें ना कि गेम्स टाइट उनके भी हुए, ऐसा नहीं है कि बहुत इजी विन हर गेम में मिली है, लेकिन दे वन ऑल 4 और जब आप सारे गेम्स जीते हैं इसका मतलब प्रेशर आप बाकी टीम से सबसे बेहतर हैंडल कर रहे हैं।
आर्थर वैन डोरन अलग ही लेवल के ऑथर निकले हैं अपनी टीम के लिए। जिस तरीके की हॉकी उनकी टीम खेल रही है, जो गोलकीपर हैं उनके कृष्ण बहादुर पाठक वो भी टॉप फॉर्म में चल रहे हैं। यहाँ पे सैंटियागो प्रेशर में होंगे क्योंकि टीम लास्ट है, एकदम लास्ट। अगर इंस्पिरेशन कहीं ढूंढ रही है एसजी पाइपर्स तो अपनी वुमेन्स हॉकी टीम से मिल ले। इससे बेहतरीन इंस्पिरेशन कहीं नहीं मिलेगा,
इससे बेहतर नहीं हो सकती। बट लैंसर्स को इंस्पिरेशन भले ही ना मिली हो, वो उसके बिना भी बहुत अच्छा काम करे। एंड इनफैक्ट आर्थर वैन डोरन का मैं एक इंटरव्यू पढ़ रही थी, ही सेड कि मेरे लिए अब बहुत ज़्यादा और स्पेशल होगा क्योंकि जब आप भुवनेश्वर जैसे क्राउड के बीच में खेलते हैं, ऐसा प्यार हॉकी के लिए कहीं और देखने को नहीं मिलता।
He's been here for World Cups and Pro League, so he knows कि यहाँ का crowd कैसा है. He is very well aware of the situation over here, like how crowd loves their hockey in this part of the world is amazing.
और प्यार तो आपको मिल ही रहा है, लेकिन जब आप परफॉर्मेंसेस भी वैसी देते हैं तो प्यार दोगुना हो जाता है। और ऐसे ही एक खिलाड़ी हैं, नाम है अलेक्जेंडर हेंड्रिक्स। जब पेनल्टी कॉर्नर को गोल में कन्वर्ट करने का चांस होता है, ये आगे आते हैं एंड व्हाट ही डज, ही स्कोर्स अ गोल। उनसे सुनते हैं क्या कह रहे हैं।
You are top of the table and a win tonight almost seal your position into the qualification. So how do you plan to stop the Pipers today?
Yeah, we know where we're ranked in the table and in the competition, but we don't look at that in front of a game. We take game by game. We try to improve game by game. It's a nice challenge. Our first game on home turf. So yeah, we're gonna come up with with a plan for this game as well. Bring a lots of energy, be defensively sound, and try to score some goals and take the win.
Okay, have a good one. All the best.
Thank you.
दुनिया भर में जब आप हॉकी के टॉप ड्रैग फ्लिकर्स की लिस्ट देखते हैं, उसमें अलेक्जेंडर हेंड्रिक्स का नाम आता है। किस तरह से अपनी पावर को कन्वर्ट करना है परफॉर्मेंस में, ही नोज इट रियली वेल। लेकिन एसजी पाइपर्स, उनके लिए भी बहुत ज़रूरी है अपनी पावर को, अपनी स्ट्रेंथ्स को परफॉर्मेंस में और रिजल्ट में कन्वर्ट करना। इफ़ यू लुक एट द टीम, हम जानते हैं बहुत सारे मैचेस में आपको लॉस मिला है। किस तरह से एथलीट का वो माइंडसेट होता है जब आप ऐसे इतने इंपॉर्टेंट मुकाबले में उतरते हैं?
वेल, उनके पास रुपिंदर पाल सिंह है। ऐसा एथलीट किसी भी टीम में हो तो एक टीम हमेशा अप पे ही रहती है, लेकिन ये टीम डाउन पे है। पूरे पायदान में जितनी भी टीमें देख लें, एसजी पाइपर्स लास्ट हैं। चलिए, जितने भी बचे मैच हैं, मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ रुपिंदर पाल ही नहीं, बाकी सारे खिलाड़ी अब टीम गेम पे आ जाएं। अब इंडिविजुअल तो बहुत बात हो गई, सारे खिलाड़ी बहुत अच्छे हैं जो यहाँ खेल रहे हैं, वो वर्ल्ड क्लास हॉकी प्लेयर्स हैं। लेकिन जब आपकी टीम को आपकी ज़रूरत होती है तो टीम गेम बहुत मायने रखता है।
क्योंकि जब आप इस गेम को जोड़ते हुए अगर देखते हैं, टोटल जो गेम्स बचे हैं उनके लिए 4 गेम्स बचे हैं। आप एक एक गेम में, हर गेम में जीतना चाहते हैं क्योंकि उसके हिसाब से पॉइंट्स टेबल में आपकी जगह बनी रहेगी।
जी बिल्कुल, यही होना भी चाहिए और यही रणनीति उनकी होनी चाहिए। देख लीजिए कलिंगा कहाँ है, धीरे धीरे मैचेस जीतते हैं। हालांकि टफ मैचेस हुए, लेकिन एंड मोमेंट्स पे, क्रंच मोमेंट्स पे उन्होंने गेम निकाले, उन्होंने गेम नहीं छोड़ा। तो वैसे ही आज एसजी पाइपर्स की मेंस हॉकी टीम को करना होगा।
आपने क्रंच मोमेंट्स की बात करी, गेम निकालने की बात करी, उनके पास है एक ऐसे खिलाड़ी जो क्रंच मोमेंट्स में, डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशंस में आकर अपनी टीम के लिए हाथ खड़ा करते हैं और कहते हैं आई एम गोइंग टू डू इट फॉर यू। रुपिंदर पाल सिंह क्या कह रहे हैं इस मुकाबले से पहले, सुन लेते हैं।
Hi Rupinder, this is a must win to stay in qualification contention against the table toppers. What's the key focus tonight?
हमने ऑलरेडी बात की है कि हमारे लिए ये एक प्री क्वार्टर फाइनल गेम है और जैसे हम आगे खेलेंगे वैसे हमारा गेम क्वार्टर फाइनल, प्री क्वार्टर, क्वार्टर फाइनल, सेमीफाइनल है ना, ऐसे होगा। बट डेफिनेटली आज का मैच हमारे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है और जो हमारी, मैं बोल सकता हूँ कि ये है कि अपनी जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ हैं ईच प्लेयर को वो अच्छे से निभानी होगी और जो कॉमन 50-50 बॉल्स हैं उसको जीतना होगा हर बार। और ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर कोई हिट मार रहा है या कुछ मार रहा है तो हमें जंप करना होगा और वही चीज़ें, और बॉल पोजीशन ज़्यादा रखना है तो आगे गोल करने हैं। सो वो ये की फैक्टर्स हैं। अगर ज़्यादा हम गोल आगे करेंगे तो डिफेंसिव हमारा स्ट्रक्चर और बेटर हो जाएगा।
Okay, have a good one. All the best.
थैंक यू।
बहुत क्लियर सोच है वहाँ पर कि इस गेम को हम एक नॉकआउट गेम की तरह ट्रीट कर रहे हैं। बहुत महत्वपूर्ण गेम है और जीत कितनी ज़रूरी है, जितनी भी हम बात करें हमसे बेहतर ऑब्वियसली वो टीम जानती है। लेकिन जब आप इस टीम को देखते हैं, अब तक का सीजन देखा है, सिर्फ एक जीत मिली है। व्हाट आर द एरियाज जहाँ पर स्पेसिफिकली एसजी पाइपर्स को आज बेहतर करना होगा?
Well, I would say the drag flickers have to pull up their socks and nothing else. When you have a player like Rupinder Pal Singh, just be with him and go at it. Keep on getting penalty corners if you want to win this game, you know. And this guy is just amazing. Out of his career of 16 years, I've almost seen him 50% live, and the way he's been outstanding.
On that note, quick prediction आपकी तरफ से, who's winning today?
Well, I would say Kalinga.
Kalinga Lancers going with the stronger team जो पॉइंट्स टेबल के टॉप पर बैठे हैं। एक और एक्साइटिंग मुकाबला आपके लिए, दोनों टीम्स के लिए जीत बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। वेदांता कलिंगा लांसर्स वर्सेस एसजी पाइपर्स। एक्साइटिंग एक्शन बहुत जल्द आपके सामने होगा।
मेरा नाम अंकित पाल, मैं मिडफील्डर एसजी पाइपर्स टीम से। एसजी पाइपर्स के लिए मेरा ये सेकंड सीज़न है, बट हॉकी इंडिया लीग से इतना फ़ायदा होता है कि हमें काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिलता है ओवरसीज़ प्लेयर से। इसमें कितना आप कोऑर्डिनेट कर पाते हैं एक दूसरे से, सीनियर प्लेयर्स हैं हमारे काफ़ी, तो इसमें काफ़ी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस मिलता है और हमें भी मौका मिलता है कि हम अपने आप को शो कर सकें काफ़ी। एसजी पाइपर्स टीम ने मुझे जब लिया तो काफ़ी हेल्पफुल रहा, क्योंकि एक एसजी पाइपर की अच्छी टीम है और उसमें खेलने में काफ़ी मज़ा भी आता है और बेसिकली थोड़ा फाइनेंशियली भी काफ़ी सपोर्ट मिलता है लीग से।
Hello guys, Maninder Singh this side. I played for Suma Hockey Club. When I was ball picker in 2017 when I was watching HAL. That was really a really good moment for me, and now I'm playing HAL again. Really good to be in Chennai, and hockey atmosphere is really nice here. As you all know that Vinny is a legend. It is a good experience to know a few more things, new things. तो लास्ट सीज़न मेरा बहुत अच्छा गया था एंड हमारी टीम का भी अच्छा गया था। जो हमने प्लान्स करे थे हम स्टिक टू प्लान रहे।
मैं अजिंक्य यादव और सराची बंगाल टाइगर से मैं एचएल में रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा हूँ और मुझे एचएल में फ़र्स्ट टाइम चांस मिला है यहाँ पे, जो मैं डोमेस्टिक में खेलता था तो यहाँ पे मुझे बहुत मतलब जो इंटरनेशनल प्लेयर है उनके साथ खेलने का मौका मिला है, जो मेरे आइडल्स है उनके साथ ड्रेसिंग रूम शेयर करने का मौका मिल रहा है और बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिल रहा है उनसे कि जो भी मैच के लिए कैसे प्रिपेयर होते हैं या सब मतलब जो उनका बिहेवियर, जो मैच प्रिपरेशन वो सब देखने मतलब सीखने मिल रहा है उनसे मिलके, मतलब जो समझा रहे दोस्त जैसा ही मतलब बिहेवियर कर रहे सब लोग और तो उनसे भी सीखने मिल रहा है कि जो मतलब गेम के बारे में वो मुझे बता रहे कैसे खेलना है, क्या है, उनका एक्सपीरियंस भी मुझे शेयर कर रहे हैं। चेन्नई में तो फेवरेट तो इडली है, इडली डोसा।
Well, a very good evening again from Bhubaneswar as the second match today comes your way from the Kalinga Hockey Stadium. And this is a match again that sees a team sitting atop the table taking on a team sitting at the bottom of the table. It is the Vedanta Kalinga Lancers taking on the SG Pipers. The Pipers with everything to play for, because if they can get a winning run together, they still can crash into the finals. The Lancers, well, they need just 1 point to make it into the finals. Temperature has dropped a little bit. It's 19.8 at the moment. The humidity, 60%. The breeze, well, that hasn't really changed. And the flags hang limply on the flagpoles opposite us here in the commentary position. The Lancers have been in great form throughout the tournament, and they will be looking to continue that form. They sit top of the table at the moment, and they are looking to try and secure the first place in the finals. They just need 1 point. The Pipers, well, they can still mathematically make it, but it's going to be hard. They're going to have to win every game. But we're going to go pitch side now for the toss of the coin.
Namaskar, Bhubaneswar. It's toss time for the match between SG Pipers and Vedanta Kalinga Lancers. I have with me both the captains, Jarmanpreet Singh and Arthur Van Doren, along with the on-field umpires, and it's time to flip the coin. Lancers have won the toss.
We'll start with the ball.
Okay, the Lancers have won the toss and they will start the play.
So Arthur Van Doren wins the toss and the Lancers will start with the ball. Good to see all the young ladies here, and they're staying for the big match. What would you expect? They are no doubt supporting the Vedanta Kalinga Lancers, as they are the local fans. We're going to hear now from the coaches of both sides.
Hi coach, you are top of the table after some tough games with another big test tonight. Where will this match be decided?
It is a very big game. Obviously it's our first game at home, which we're looking very much forward to in front of our fans. The Pipers have played some really good patches of hockey, but probably haven't played a complete match at this point in time. So we're very wary of what their strengths are. But I think if our defensive structures hold up and we're disciplined to those, and we can create some chances in the circle, then I think we'll stand ourselves in good stead. Doesn't mean we'll win the match, but certainly it'll give us a chance to win the game. But we need to find an extra pass in the circle and get some attacking circle outcomes. We've been a little bit down in that area, so we're looking for some real improvement tonight.
Have a good one, coach. All the best.
Thank you.
Hi, coach. After a heavy loss to the Royals in Ranchi, this is a huge game. What's the plan against the table toppers?
First of all, we have to win today. That's the only thing we want to do against, I think, for now the best team in the league. But we want to win. So that's the only thing what we're gonna do for.
Any specific strategy?
A little bit more on the counter, a little bit more 50. Hoping the Hendricks is not so much on the top of the circle. And then I will believe in a good end.
Okay, all the best for the game.
Thank you.
And there are the thoughts of the two coaches, and now the umpires will make their way out. And I can tell you there's Zeke Newman of Australia and Napoleon Chanamtabam of India, and our video umpire is the FIH Umpire of the Year 2025, Raghu Prasad. The pride of Odisha, the spirit of Kalinga. There you go. If you ever wanted to know where we were, time will tell you. Arthur Van Doren comes out and waves to the appreciative crowd. It is a home game for the Kalinga Lancers, and they're looking to continue their winning ways and give the fans something to cheer about and something to bring them back, and also secure their place, as I said, in the top 4 and assure themselves of playing in the finals. Well, the teams lining up across the centre circle means that we're going to have the introduction of all the players to the crowd, and I'm sure there'll be a big roar for the Lancers.
PIPERS! Jersey number 4, team captain, Jarmanpreet Singh. 1, Thomas Santiago. 2, Kingston Singh. 3, Rupinder Pal. 5, Bram Van Batul. 6, Jake Draper. 9, Roman Ducot. 10, Thomas Domine. 12, Saurabh Anand Kushwaha. 13, Aditya Lalge. 15, Ankit Pal. 16, Pavan. 17, Varun Kumar. 18, Garrett Furlong. 20, Kai Willett. 21, Shamsher Singh. 22, Dilraj Singh. 23, Rohit. 25, Rajkumar Pal. 49, Manjit. Introducing the team, Vedanta Kalinga Lancers. Jersey number 4, team captain, Arthur Van Doren. 1, Zed Snowden. 5, Cooper Bunce. 7, Gursahibjit Singh. 8, Bobby Dhami. 9, Dilpreet Singh. 10, Liam Henderson. 12, Krishan Pathak. 15, Rohit Kullu. 16, Alexander Hendricks. 17, Sunil PB. 19, Craig Murray. 20, Pratap Lakra. 21, Rosen Kuju. 24, Anton Kina. 26, Deepak Pradhan. 29, Ravi Chandra. 39, Amit Kumar Topo. 48, Dipsan Dilge. 99, Angad Bir Singh. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our dignitaries. Dr. Hari Babu Kamampati, Honorable Governor of Odisha. Shri Suryavanshi Suraj, Honorable Minister, Sports and Youth Services, Higher Education, Odia Language, Literature and Culture. Shri Sachin Ramchandra Jadhav, Commissioner of Secretariat, Sports and Youth Services Department, Government of Odisha. Shri Dilip Kumar Thangre, President, Hockey India. Mr. Shekhar J. Manoharan, President, Hockey India.
Of Odisha. And then we have Mr. Dilip Turki, President of Hockey India, and Mr. Shekhar J. Manoharan, Treasurer of Hockey India, President of Hockey Unit Tamil Nadu, and they're all being escorted by Commander R.K. Srivastava, the Director General of Hockey India. Well, I'm Ashley Morrison, looking forward to sharing the action in this second game, which is an all-important game for the SG Pipers, and alongside me once again is former Indian international Sandeep Sumesh.
Good evening, Ashley. Yes, the Pipers will have to win this. We must remember that the Pipers did have their first win against the Tufans. The first win from the last season to the current season. So that will give them some confidence. The Lancers have had a great run thus far.
They have, and now they're playing at home, and that could make a huge difference as well with a big crowd behind them. Well, the dignitaries about to take up their positions, so we will pause in a moment for the national anthem of India.
We now request everyone to please stand for the national anthem. आप सभी से गुजारिश है कृपया भारत के राष्ट्रीय गान के लिए खड़े हो जाएं और साथ गाएं।
national anthems have been concluded, and now the final routine for all the players, just to high-five each other as we turn our attention to the starting team lineups for both teams. And I can tell you that starting under the bar will be India's #1 at the moment, Krishnan Pathak for the Vedanta Kalinga Lancers. Jed Snowden has been given limited time so far under the bar for the Lancers. And just seeing a trophy being presented, a replica of the Hero Hockey India League trophy. And just making sure they didn't drop that one. And Turkey just posing for photographs. And now we will look at the team lineups as the fireworks go off behind the main stand. So Pathak to starting goal, Van Doren and Dipsan Turkey in the heart of the defence. Dipsan Turkey coming in for Sanjay, who was injured. PB Sunil will be on the right-hand side. Alexander Hendricks will be dangerous from penalty corners. Rabichandra has been lively. Antoine Keena has been outstanding, along with Liam Henderson. And in the forward line, Dilpreet Singh, Cooper Burns and Gursabajit will be looking for the goals. But look for Bobby Singh Dami coming off the bench, and also Angad Bir Singh.
Well, a quick look at the SG Pipers lineup. Pawan starts in the goal, and that could be to have the 5 foreign players in field right from the first quarter for the Pipers. Jarmanpreet and Van Bram Bacham will bring up the flanks on the left and right. Gareth Furlong and Jacob Draper will hold the central defence. Ankit Pal, Samcher Singh and Aditya Lage in the midfield, and up front Thomas Domine, Dilraj Singh and Kai Willott. Thomas Domine has been a live wire through this tournament, and coming off the bench, look out for Roman Devacott and Manjeet.
So there's the coach of the SG Pipers, Tim Udenala, the Dutchman, and he has said his team have to win. That is all there is to it. Jay Stacey, the Australian, is the coach of the Lancers. Previously in the Hockey India League with Darbang Mumbai, who were defeated by Kalinga Lancers when he was coach in the final, so wants to do it with 10, Kalinga this time
9,
around.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
So it will be the Lancers to get us underway. Ball played back to Antoine Keena, one of only 2 players to have won a Player of the Match award twice in this Hero Hockey India League. And really outstanding performance by him this season. And he has been so crucial for the Lancers, in my opinion.
Absolutely, Ashley. He's so crucial in the link between the forwards and the deep defense. His capacity to read the game and spray those passes, so good.
I should tell you, we've had our 100th goal in the Hero Hockey India League. This is match 21. Tim Brand's second in the previous game, the 100th goal. So that means we've had an Australian score the 50th, that was Tom Craig, and an Australian score the 100th. It took us 24 games last year, Sandeep, to get to 100 goals, so this year we're getting a lot more goals.
Yeah, it has been that sort of tournament, has it not, Ashley? A lot of goals. And yes, it just appears the Australians enjoy playing the Hockey India League.
Oh, I think they love it up here. So Henderson on the ball now for the Lancers. Shamsher trying to just hold him up. He has to go back in the end to Arthur Van Doren. Arthur Van Doren, who I spoke to at the Sultan Aslan Shah Cup, and this is one trophy he's never won. He's won pretty much everything else there is to win in the game. Never won the Hockey India League. Wants it this year. Gursabajit trying to find a way forward. Just held up momentarily. Good defence from the Pipers. Ricochets off Domine's stick, so it'll be Hendricks from the side for the Lancers. Goes back to Van Doren. Thought about throwing it to the air, but good work by Kai Willett prevented him doing so.
It's 2 minutes into the quarter, and the Pipers haven't touched the ball as yet.
Dipsan Turkey on the ball now. Of course, came in for Sanjay. I was talking to Pascal Kina, who's the assistant coach of the Lancers, and he was saying losing Sanjay was a huge blow in that first game. And he fractured a bone in his foot. He said he just changed the angle so it caught him on the outside of his foot. And he said obviously Sanjay very upset, and it was apparently quite a bad break as well. So we wish Sanjay a very speedy recovery. And I'm sure his teammates, they had the shirt hanging on the bench the other night. Good work from Murray, comes out wide and kept alive. Van Doren now angles it to the circle, trying to play it in, and kicked high and long that time by Pawan.
Just trying to deflect the same ball into the D. It's a hard ball played in.
Kina once again to Van Doren, deflected into the circle, but that one was just lifted up by Rabichandra.
Just what Rabichandra was trying to do, deflect the same ball into the defense striker to pick up.
Stolen away again by the Lancers. Murray, it's going to be a free hit. Van Doren takes it quickly. Well, it was aimed to be played into the path of Gursabajit. Gursabajit is a lively player. Hails from Bahadurpur, Rajwa in Gurdaspur in Punjab. My apologies if I mispronounced that.
Gurdaspur is actually.
Gurdaspur.
You're getting better.
Yeah, I'm trying hard. I'm listening to you when you say these places. Great ball in by the Pipers along the baseline. Duvakot, it's a long corner. It's a great platform though for the Pipers to maybe get that first goal. And Patak's helmet is something that is really quite a work of art. It's good defensive work by Kalinga Lancers, forcing them out and trying to find a way down that flank. It was tough work, tough going for Lagate. Free hit taken again. Van Doren happy to just carry it out. Just flicks it over the top. Cooper Burns brings it down, looking to cut infield. Burns then pushes it out wide. Down the line it goes now to Angadbir Singh. Angadbir is such a tricky customer. He has amazing stick control for one so tall.
Yeah, what he does so well is to crouch enough and come well over the ball. The Pipers doing well on that occasion, double teaming to dispossess Angadbir Singh.
There's a bit of space now down the left-hand side. Good work, Domine pulls wide. He is dangerous. Oh, he's made him sit on his backside there. Rohit Kulu. And whistle has gone. It'll be a free hit just outside the circle. Played back to Domine. He's looking as to what he can do. It's ricocheted off the defender's stick. Was that danger? They don't decide to refer it. Maybe it came up off the Piper's stick. Van Doren just gets on with things really quickly. Pipers were a little bit slow, and unfortunately his pass just too far ahead that time of Roshan Kuja.
A great vision from Van Doren. Well, Roshan Kujur was pretty much behind defender.
So now it's Janmanpreet carries the ball forward. Janmanpreet, the captain, of course, of the SG Pipers. I just wondered just tonight, and this is just bear with me here, it's nothing against Janmanpreet, but we know Thomas Domine is such a live wire, and I just wondered tonight, a game they must win, would it have been worth maybe giving him the captain's armband as he bursts forward? I'll let you ponder that one, Sandeep. But I just think he might have just, by leading by example, he might just lift everyone with him.
Well, I'm not so big a fan of changing the captain between a tournament, but yes, Thomas Domine has stood tall and pretty much led from the front, has he not?
Yes, and there we see the VIPs having some chai as they watch the hockey. Hendricks comes back again. It'll come to him once more. Draper did well to come across, but the pass is still a good one by Hendricks. Dilpreet. Keena.
It's so beautifully worked out of defense, and
by Cooper Burns with a lovely pass into the circle. And it's good defence again by Jarmanpreet, taking them out. Comes back to Murray. It was Bobby Singh Dami who couldn't find a way through. Comes to him now. Good pass by Keena. And Bobby Singh Dami, that wasn't that far away.
It was a good defensive work. Bobby Singh Dami took a try as he fell to the ground. Picked it up well and just coming off the stick. Lancers with the long corner.
Taking it quickly, deflected. Oh, and there is the goal at the back post. Cooper Burns gets his first of the Hero Hockey India League campaign. High fives all around. He's worked tirelessly, and finally he gets the deflection he's been looking for.
Beautifully worked by the Lancers. The ball played square and then forced into the D. Beautifully deflected, and look at that for positioning, lurking on the second pole, just having to slot home. Burns draws first blood for the Lancers.
But that deflection from Bobby Singh Dami was absolutely perfect. Really great deflection, and Burns ideally placed. And it was not a bad ball in, to be fair, from Dibsan Turki either. So a really well-built goal by the Lancers.
A great hockey all-round by the Lancers. Switch to the right, brought into the D, deflected. And Burns with the last deflection.
I'm sure they'll be celebrating that at the Altona Hockey Club in Melbourne. Burns, who's been there for a while, and that was our 50th field goal. So we're now up to 102 goals, but that was our 50th field goal. This match, we could see our 50th penalty corner, because 48 of those have been scored so far as well. But the Pipers are behind now, and they've got to come from behind. Rohit comes back to him in the defensive line. Gareth Furlong. Infield it goes again. And trying to feed that one through into the path of Varun Kumar. But the Lancers get it back, and they're on the attack very rapidly. Comes wide again. It's a good pass to Van Doren, throws it into the air. Pawan comes out, very nearly palmed it straight into the path of Cooper Burns.
Well, Van Doren again did the defensive work for the Lancers, brought the ball out, continued his run, picked up the ball, and with a great aerial across.
Keena to Van Doren, down the side they go, into the circle. Oh, what a touch that was! Craig Murray this time. Well, anything you can do, I can do better, Craig Murray says to his good mate Cooper Burns. A wonderful deflection by Murray, and it's 2-0 now to the Lancers.
Well, the Pipers will really have to pull their socks up. Great bit of work by the Lancers, great running, spread the ball around. That was an aerial ball that was played up front. Pawan palmed it away. Then Murray getting them the second goal with a deft deflection. The defense got napping. Nobody there to pick up that ball. Nobody in the hotline. You need to be in front of the attacker to snap that pass out. Not to be. Lancers 2 to the good.
Well, it was good pace on the ball, wasn't it, for Murray from Alexander Hendricks. And a wonderful deflection by Craig Murray. And that was his first goal as well of the Hero Hockey India League. As I said before, him and Cooper Burns have had a lot of hockey together, growing up in Melbourne. Now part of the Australian Kookaburra squad together. So now the Pipers 2 goals down. Yes, tonight you feel will make their job really difficult. They can only accumulate then 10 points if they won the rest of their game. I'm not sure that'll be enough to get you into the finals. You're going to need at least 11 or 12. Jarmanpreet, though, the captain, throws it in the air out onto the left-hand side, brought down. Look at that challenge. Draper trying to help it forward. Shamsha now helps it down to Jarmanpreet. Jarmanpreet tries it along the baseline. Good defence. Still there. Oh, they've got one back. Well, a really sharp finish from Kai Willett this time. So it's all the Australians scoring at the moment.
Kai Willett was well positioned. Jarmanpreet, we know what he can do with that cross ball that is played into the D. Thought of slapping, but then just changed it, pushed it in. A first save from Pathak and a rebound just being latched onto.
Well, it was a really good ball, was it? Played back in eventually the second time by Surab to set up Kai Willett. But the Pipers have come back. Kai Willett gets another. That is his third of the tournament. And wow, what a start to the first quarter we've had. 3 goals, and we've still got 4 minutes to go. And I'm sure Team Unala will be over the moon that they've pulled one back now that they have.
But they will have to tighten the defense. The SG Pipers.
Kai Willett, I can tell you, he does a lot of work with children with diabetes as a volunteer. Did a podiatry degree at university. And here come the Pipers again, trying to spark something. Over the side it goes off Keenar's stick. Jarmanpreet. Can they get an equaliser before the end of the first quarter, Sandy?
We just have to wait and see. But the Pipers at the moment being very patient in their build-up, and that is good to see.
Mistrap defensively, but under control. Draper goes back out onto the left-hand side, down the line. Willett plays it back into the defensive line. Square it comes. Draper once more. And a little mistrap that time. So it will be the Lancers' ball.
What the Lancers have done well to try and keep Dominic quiet in the first quarter. He hasn't seen much of the ball.
He hasn't. He nearly stole it then, though. And he's putting pressure on now on Antoine Keener. He was ready to pants.
Well, that's what he does so well, Thomas Dominic. Not only get the goals, he wins it off the defender.
So Liam Henderson. He's the only Australian out there that hasn't scored tonight. Will he get one later? We'll have to wait and see. Comes to Henderson again. He's trying to pull away this time from Largate. Good pass to Murray. Jarmanpreet calm as you like on the edge of the circle. That was great defending by the captain. Fed forward to Raman Duvakot. And a free hit one just on halfway.
Jarmanpreet, that was cleaned up for the Pipers. Beautifully positioned in D.
So Jarmanpreet now. Mr. Self-pass. There were not really any other options on. Leads it to Shamshir, then goes on the overlap. Jarmanpreet gets it under control. Gersabajit gets enough on it just to delay the pass and help out Van Doren. Great work coming back to steal it back for the Pipers, and a free hit won by them. Just under a minute and a half left in the first quarter if they are going to try and get one before the first break. It's great to see 2 stands, the one opposite and the one that we're in, very full tonight. And it goes, oh, did that hit the body? Yes, it did. So a little mistake at the back that time from Dipsan Turki gives the Pipers the first penalty corner of the match.
Cleverly played by Jarmanpreet into the D, and it was just Shamshir Singh just selling him the dummy, letting it go through him, and Dipsan Turki just thought he wasn't crouching as much as he needed to be in defense. Pipers with a penalty corner.
Well, if I was a Pipers fan, I wouldn't get too excited because the Lancers have the best defence from penalty corners. Conceded the least penalty corners, conceded the least goals. 1 from 10 so far. So Dominic lines up. Varun Kumar is alongside him. Can they get it past Krishnan Pathak? He's sliding his stick on the turf. Those fans don't want them to score. Comes to Dominic, flicks into the first runner. Ricochets back, and it's a great save that time by Pathak.
Just thought the injection was not as good as it needed to be. The stopper needed to move to his right.
Pathak had come off his line and he held his position to make a sharp save. Thrown to the air, and this time stolen away. Good work being done defensively by Amit Topo. It's a long corner.
There's the injection, and you do see the halter had to move to his right, but they did well to get a try on goal, and Pathak palmed it away. Comfortable height, but he still had to make the save.
Good defensive work again by Keena. Keena carries it forward, looks to play it into the path and goes Sabajit. He gets it under control, looks to take on Draper. Draper got a touch though and stole it away, although has conceded the free hit, but there will be no time to take it, as there goes the hooter, and that is the end of the first quarter. And boy, what a lively start we've had to this one. 3 goals in the first quarter, and credit to the Pipers, the fans applauding there, and why wouldn't you? So at the end of the first quarter, it's SG Pipers 1, Vedanta Kalinga Lancers 2. Take a look at the highlights, and the Lancers, well, they came out setting their stall early, deflected in, and it was Pawan with a good clearance up the field of play. Pipers had their moments too. Along the baseline came Roman Duvakot, and then Antoine Keena played it out on the right-hand side. In it came, great deflection into the path of Cooper Burns, and Burns getting the ball from Bobby Singhdami, making it 1-0, and then Craig Murray making it 2-0. Good deflection from the ball in from Alexander Hendricks. But the Pipers, they weren't going to give up. They kept coming. Jarmanpreet plays it in. Good ball by him. It comes back to Surab, who sets it up for Kai Willett to make it 2-1. And the Pipers are still in touch with the Lancers at the moment. Lancers team splitting up, and she's taking a photo of me. Or is she just hiding behind her camera? I think that was the picture there. Well, they are on the dance floor. I think these girls need to match their energy. I'm sorry, I think the guy's just edging that one. But the players back out, and Pawan is staying on the pitch. So no start for Thomas Santiago. Just wonder whether they might be flipping that in the second half, or is it, as you said before, Sandeep, they want the 5 foreign outfield players.
Therefore, now it has worked, at least for the Pipers. They pulled one back. So we have to just wait and see.
They will indeed. Contact though remains in goal for the Lancers. Sam Turkey feeds it out to Pibi Sunil, and Pibi Sunil makes Murray really run. He did fantastically to keep that in play. Very nearly played it into the path of Cooper Burns as well.
Well, he did it so cleverly, did not show that he was letting it go, and just at the last moment with that lunge, kept it in play.
Stacey shouting instructions. Had Murray and Burns through the Victorian Institute of Sport. Craig Murray playing for Southern United in Melbourne, where Jesse Workman's done great work with the club there. And I know both the players, certainly Craig Murray feels that he helped him a great deal with his career. And here they come, trying to find a way through that into the circle. Great run, laid back, nobody there though. Domine will pick up the loose ball, and he tries to get round Hendricks, but Van Doren picks it up inside the circle and clears it over the side.
How was that for a run? He had 3 defenders of the Kalingas there, did so well to use the baseline, played across the face of the goal. Nobody there to pick it up.
That was Lage with the great run. Aditya Lage, who has really been showing moments of brilliance in every game that the Pipers have played. And we had Tim Budendala, I think it was, or it might have been Jay Stacey say pre-match that the Pipers have had moments, but then sometimes they've just dropped off in other games. But Lage's had a lot of really good moments. Kai Willett now trying to edge his way towards the Lancers circle. He's won a free hit around the 5-metre line, just checking where the free hit's to be taken from. And the umpires are happy. So back it goes to Draper now. Comes to Furlong on the right-hand side. Gareth Furlong. There's that to Janmanpreet. Draper has to drop back. Wanting the ball and demanding the ball that time, and eventually receiving it was Ankit Pal. Anderson. Shamsha will refer this, I'm sure. They're not referring it. Into the circle it goes, trying to turn. And Diraj couldn't get the shot away. Carried out now by PB Sunil, just dropping it back. Nice turn that time from Dilpreet. And driving through a gap that was never really there was Cooper Burns.
Cooper Burns, I just thought overdid it. He had a passing option on the overlap on the right. Chose to come infield. Then brought down.
I think it's Shamsha that's picked up the card for SG Pipers. So Pipers down to 10 for the next 2 minutes. Can the Lancers make it count? There is Shamsha on the sideline. Shamsha, a product of the Surjit Hockey Academy in Jalandhar in the Punjab. So Keener now over the ball. Keener allowed to just carry it forward. Plays it out wide now. Deflected away from the circle, but free hit goes the way of the Lancers. Short pass coming back that time from Roshan Kuja. Keener plays it to Van Doren. Van Doren thought about going back to Antoine Keener. Instead he comes to Dipsan Turki. Hendricks. Rotation from right to left. Angad Bir Singh. And he just ran out of space there against Janmanpreet.
Just trying to change the point of attack for the Lancers. Switching it from the right to the left. Just not able to keep it in play. SG Pipers will play it out of defense.
Draper to Janmanpreet and Duvakot. It was a heavy touch by him, and in the end he's lost out. It's played forward by Van Doren. Into the circle comes Gursabaji. Off his line is Pawan, and just played onto the foot. I think it was clever defence in the end by the Pipers.
Well, they did well, the Pipers. Pawan closing him down well, not just giving him enough space. Probably had the chance to play it back behind him, but chose to go towards the baseline, and Pawan did well.
That was very well played inside the circle defensively by the Pipers, keeping their nerve. Janmanpreet. Murray puts him under pressure. Janmanpreet, though, I don't think that hit the foot at all. I think Janmanpreet just danced his way away from trouble. Trying to turn on this near side is Rajkumar Pal. He now carries it forward from the free hit, slips it down to the baseline. Roman Duvakot will win a long corner for the Pipers. Draper over the ball once more. Goes into the defensive line. And turned it over, and now there's a little bit of pressure on the Pipers' defence. Rohit holding his line, waiting for some support. Played back by Gursabajit, and well, Henderson somehow kept that in play. I don't know quite how, but he did. A little bit of magic by him. Antoine Keener. Van Doren. Everybody forward now for the Lancers except for the goalkeeper. Angad Bir Singh trying to take on Janmanpreet again. Janmanpreet's stick was low down, but he was impeded, Angad Bir Singh, so it's a first penalty corner now for the Lancers.
Angad Bir Singh did that exceedingly well. He was under pressure. Janmanpreet there having a stick flattened down, but did so well. Rolled the ball in and the stick just followed the ball. And the Lancers with their first penalty corner.
Angad Bir Singh, who claims that one of the players that helped him a great deal, Deepak Thakur, he said he worked with him a lot and he really helped his game along. Deepak, of course, was coaching in the women's team for the Tigers. So Alexander Hendricks at the first battery. Alongside him is Cooper Burns. They go to Hendricks, and it's straight into the first runner, but apparently a little bit high, says the umpire.
Well, Hendricks is not happy with that. They do not want to refer it. But yes, that did look a little high. Hendricks with a flick.
Well, I don't know how far they'll run the replay, but Van Doren walked forward. Hendricks was thinking about referring it. Van Doren was adamant that they didn't refer it. So Arthur Van Doren, the captain, going, no, 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 we're going to keep that up our sleeve. We might need it. And those two have been friends their whole life, so I'm sure that he doesn't want to ruin the friendship by referring it and disobeying the captain. Played in by Varun Kumar, but straight to Henderson. Edge of the circle, in it goes. Oh, and there's another goal. Bobby Singh Dhami once again plays it in, and who's on the end but Cooper Burns? And it was just a turnover, soft turnover of possession, and the Lancers have made the Pipers pay.
I just thought the Lancers forced the error on the SG Pipers. Considering a tame over, played across the face of the goal, beautifully positioned against the defensive work of the SG Pipers. You need to be in front of the attacker to pick up that ball. Not on that occasion. It was Rupinder Pal.
Look at the smile on Jay Stacey's face. Clearly exceedingly happy. And Bobby Singh Dhami again with a wonderful ball into the path of Cooper Burns. But let's not forget as well the pass from Angad Bir Singh to pick out Bobby Singh Dhami.
It was great teamwork all round by the Lancers. First to force the error, get the turnover, and then convert that into a goal.
So Varun Kumar goes back now to Jacob Draper. So the big question is, can the Pipers come back again? Bobby Singh Dhami, ooh, there's a little bit of afters there, a little bit of a shove in the back by Jacob Draper. The Pipers, frustration, they know if they lose this game, chances of them making the top four are not out of the question, but they're very remote. Again, it's Henderson, tries to play it in, deflected off the stick of Rupinder Pal Singh. Will be a long corner to the Lancers.
Well positioned was this time Rupinder Pal Singh. Picked up that cross ball. Lancers with a long corner.
Van Doren edged his way along the 25-metre line. Dipsan Turkey goes out to PB Sunu. Dipsan again to Antoine Kina this time. He's marching towards the circle. Great ball in by him. Cooper Burns this time played it across, was trying to set up Bobby Singh Dhami. Return the compliment just behind him though. Good work being done out wide by Roshan Kuja. Heavy touch that time, but they've recovered well, Dilpreet. Maybe Suno just taking it over the side.
Just giving too much room to Antoine Kina. You cannot give that sort of room to Kina. He will pick his players out, and did just that.
Draper very strong in the midfield. Fan Shamshir's got a free hit for his troubles. Jacob Draper. Furlong to Draper. Just deflected out to Rupinder Pal, who makes a sortie over the halfway line. Usually that's only for penalty corners these days. And that will be a penalty corner. The foul coming in on Dominate from Antoine Kina. So can the Pipers pull one back now?
Well, that's one way to stop Dominate when he is in flow. Great strong run, and Antoine Kina just going into him and bring him down. The Pipers with their second penalty corner.
It was fairly subtle in a brutal way, in that he put the stick across to make it look like that and then just basically leant into him, didn't he? It's a great opportunity now for the Pipers to again close the gap to a 1-goal margin. Thomas Domine lines up at the first battery. Gareth Furlong is at the second. Might be worth giving Furlong a go. He flicks with certain pace. Domine though, good save from Patak. The follow-up, Patak saves again. And it's a free out, although I think they're going to refer this. So Raghu Prasad puts his glasses on.
Can you hear me? Yes, Napo. Inside the circle there is the foot by the defender. Can you check for me?
Okay, it's a referral by Pipers looking for a foot inside the circle. I'll come back here.
Yes.
So we're looking for a foot. They were pretty sure there was. Good first save by Krishnan Patak. And it's saved again there, and that's the one. I think they feel it just caught Van Doren's foot.
Maybe another angle would give us a clearer view, but yes, maybe the inside of the foot.
Napo?
Yes.
I have an advice for you. It was a foot of the defender. You may restart with a penalty corner, and Pipers keep their referral.
Okay.
So good referral by the SG Pipers. And they get another penalty corner. Kalinga having taken all their gear off. So the Pipers 5 from 23 coming into today. 21% conversion rate, well up on last year where they only achieved a 14% conversion rate. So improvement has been there for the Pipers. Furlong has gone to the first battery this time, Domine at the second.
We did see the goal, calling out his instructions from his defense.
So will they go to Furlong or will it be Domine at the second battery? It's Domine at the second battery. It's short pass to him, trying to play it back. Well, it was, I think that was again a misdirected ball in. Ankit Pal did well to get it to Domine.
This is the fourth one for the Pipers, and all three of them, the injection just not what it needs to be, making it very difficult for the halter to stop that ball.
So Furlong has gone back to the second battery, Domine back to the first. Slight shift to the right by the second battery, Domine into the first runner who's gone down. That's Cooper Burns, a painful blow. I think it caught him just above the shin pad and just below the knee pad.
This was better for an injection, and when that happens, you have a try on goal. Domine going with a drag flick. Burns taking a blow for the team. Pipers with their fifth now.
Pleased to say Cooper Burns was up pretty quickly. Domine again at the first battery, Furlong again at the second. Shamsha to inject. Delayed the injection, it comes to Domine, dribbled towards goal. Furlong now tries to lift it towards goal. Patak with a double save. Domine, Patak again, and look at the antics from the goalkeeper. Well, not surprisingly, you make that many saves, you have the right to celebrate.
It wasn't a double save, it was 3 saves, I thought. Actually, it was beautifully done by Patak. The second save especially, I thought he closed him down very quickly. There's the injection, a good one at that. Flick, there's the first save. On the rebound, closing him down, and then the third.
This was the great one, that one. It's still the Pipers though on the attack. PB Sunil though read that pass early, intercepted it, plays it down the line, but it's too far ahead of Dilpreet. So Pipers again looking to carry it out. Varun Kumar, less than 4 minutes left in the first half. Chance to narrow the deficit, missed by those penalty corner chances. Or maybe we're being a bit harsh on the Pipers, we should say. Taken away from them by Krishnan Patak. So Keena now from the side. Hendricks to Van Doren, back to Keena on halfway, who just turns into space, looks up what's available, and goes back to Van Doren.
Still think they're not closing down Antoine Keena as quickly as they need to.
Keena again to Van Doren. Dipsen Turkey. Down the side it goes and kept in play. It was pretty narrow. And it's good work by the Pipers to close down that avenue of attack. Keena now. Short pass by him goes into Craig Murray. Murray turns away. That's a very good pass. Murray's picked it up as well. Short pass into the circle. Desperation from the Pipers, falling over, stretching out with their stick. Draper though wins the free hit. Now it comes wide for Thomas Dominic. Looking up, he cuts infield. Looks to get away from Henderson. Goes back to Draper. Draper carries it forward. Baron Kumar. And a mistrap. It's well through. It's a mistrap from Ankit Pal. Keena. And stolen away by Jarmanpreet. Numbers coming forward now, and just running straight into the defender was Lage. And we're coming back for a free hit, which is really frustrated that time. Bram van Batten. Bram van Batten has pulled wide. Draper thought about using him, but instead goes to Varun Kumar. Left-hand side they go. Domine is on the baseline, but again, Pipers decide to recycle it. Angle pass was a very good one to Shamsher. Shamsher, was he impeded top of the circle by Van Doren? Nothing doing from the umpire. Murray feeds it to Angad Bir Singh, who's probably pushed that a little bit too far ahead of Rabichandra.
The idea was good from Bir Singh to just find Rabichandra. But Draper in a good position to clear it up.
The commander watching on from the side. And free hit to the Pipers. Comes infield again. Just under 30 seconds left. Draper trying to hang on to possession. Free hit goes his way, and there's a little bit of a conversation between Draper and Angad Bir Singh. Jacob Draper speaks Welsh, but not sure Angad Bir Singh does, but he probably speaks enough English to understand and communicate. Dominic cuts infield. That's a lovely pass by him. It was played in over the crossbar. So close from Rahman Duvakot. Duvakot receiving a good pass that time from Raj Kumar Pal. And very nearly pulling a goal back right on the hooter. Patak had to hurry. But that is the end of the second quarter, and it is half-time here. SG Pipers 1, Vedanta Kalinga Lancers 3.
कैसे हैं आप सब? ओके, एक चीज तो है कि भुवनेश्वर हैज बीन अ ग्रेट ऑडियंस. अब तक आप लोगों ने बहुत अच्छी चीयरिंग करी है. भुवनेश्वर और हॉकी का रिश्ता कितना खूबसूरत है ये हम सब जानते हैं, लेकिन चीयरिंग जो है ना उसमें थोड़ा सा कंपटीशन करते हैं. सो मैं पहले इस तरफ आ रही हूँ. आप सब मुझे सुन सकते हैं? आई लव द एनर्जी. ओके, और दूसरी साइड थोड़ा सा इंतजार करिए, आपकी तरफ आ रही हूँ. एक चैलेंज आपके लिए लेकर आ रही हूँ. यहां से और जो उस तरफ बैठे हैं आप लोग एक टीम में. ओके, आई विल आस्क यू, भुवनेश्वर कैसा लग रहा है? एक ट्राई और करते हैं. ओके, भुवनेश्वर, आर यू एंजॉयिंग? वेल डन, वेल डन. दूसरी तरफ चलते हैं. गाइस, आर यू रेडी? आपकी तरफ आ रही हूं. चैलेंज फॉर यू. चीयरिंग आनी चाहिए तेज से. ओके, आप और आप साथ में. भुवनेश्वर, मजा आ रहा है? आप लोग हमें भी बहुत मजा आ रहा है. और क्योंकि आपने इस तरह की एनर्जी दी है तो अब सबसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप सबकी नजरें होनी चाहिए ऑन द बिग स्क्रीन, क्योंकि एक बहुत स्पेशल सरप्राइज आप सबके लिए आ रहा है. गाइस, सबकी नजरें ऑन द बिग स्क्रीन. अब समय है आपके लिए कुछ बहुत स्पेशल प्ले करने का.
राजधानी में ड्रग्स कारोबार इनफर्मेशन आम पाखे आगु ही था. आज एनकाउंटर रे जनकर डेथ होती.
मो झीर बहुत बुद्धि. ताकू परा पिला दिन भूल कोटा ठीक कोटा मु शिखेची.
व्हाट? नेना को मु संपूर्ण रूपे भूली सारी. से गोटे ड्रग्स स्मगलर.
प्रेम उपरे प्रतिशोध नहीं पारिबु.
इच्छा तो होची हसी पाइबी पछे ताकू जीवन नु मारी देबी. मु किछ छाड़ी मते छाड़ी दे.
भुवनेश्वर, ये था ट्रेलर आप सबके लिए मूवी चक्रांत का. आई कैन सी द लव. और एक बार जोरदार तालियां for the lead performers of this movie, Subhashish Sharma और Bhumika Das. And it's time for a grand performance by the lead actors.
पहिला राती सूरज लाଗୁଛି दूर. जुआड़े जाଉଛି आखि सबुठी दिसे अंधार.
छुई तो प्रेमर शामियाना एक मिति देला छुई ये की ऋतुटे आसीची चारिआडे तो छाई 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 तू बिना जीवने केही नहीं नहीं
चारिआडे तो छाई 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 तू बिना जीवने केही नहीं नहीं
ढेर सारी तालियां बजनी चाहिए सुभाषीष और भूमिका के लिए. It should not stop. Show some energy, Bhubaneswar. What a great performance, what a great performance. और क्योंकि आप दोनों मेरे साथ हैं, वाओ भूमिका. पहले मैं भूमिका से शुरुआत करती हूँ. आपकी फिल्म चक्रांत आ रही है. यहाँ इतने सारे लोग बैठे हैं, बताइए उन्हें क्यों ये फिल्म देखनी चाहिए.
नमस्कार ओडिशा, जय जगन्नाथ. I think this is the energy we were waiting for. First of all, it's a true privilege and honor to be here performing in such a packed audience and stadium. Truly grateful to be here, to each and everyone contributing to this Hero Hockey India League 2026. And हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है कि हमारी सिनेमा का टीज़र, ट्रेलर, गाना आज यहाँ सब लोग सुन सके. And I think इससे बड़ी चीज़ और कुछ नहीं हो सकती है. So thank you and truly privileged and honored to be here.
Thank you so much भूमिका. सुभाषीष भी हमारे साथ हैं. वैसे तो आप बहुत जगह परफॉर्म करते रहते हैं, लेकिन इस ऑडियंस के बीच में परफॉर्म करके what do you have to say to them?
जय जगन्नाथ, नमस्कार. जितने भी गेस्ट हैं सबको प्रणाम जानता हूँ और बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. और जैसे कि हीरो हॉकी इंडिया लीग में परफॉर्म करना वो बहुत बड़ी बात है. और जैसे कि हमारा आज परफॉर्मेंस है और हम लोग का मूवी आ रहा है, तो थैंक यू ईच एंड एवरीवन. एंड मैं सबको बोलूँगा कि आप लोग आए और हमारा मूवी चक्रांत देखें.
Thank you so much Subhashish. Thank you so much भूमिका. बहुत शुक्रिया. Congratulations and all the best for the movie. And आप सब एक बार फिर से तैयार हो जाइए because it's time for live action.
Well, that's the score at half-time. The Vedanta Kalinga Lancers are leading the SG Pipers by 3-1. But the Pipers have threatened to come back in this game. The big question in the second half is, can they come back? Pipers needing a victory to keep their hopes alive for the finals. The Lancers just needing a point to assure themselves of a place in the finals. Draper comes up the left-hand side now. Largate, who's been lively, to Domine. Domine found the foot, but good advantage played. Now a chance to try and cut in from Dilraj. Dilraj, oh, lovely turn by him. Feeds it back to Domine, tried to play a 1-2, but Dilraj had already gone.
Well, beautifully done by Dilraj. He had two defenders of the Kalinga Lancers around him. Look at that for a pass from Domine. Attacking the baseline was Dilraj. Spun him around and just got it between both of them.
Dilraj started his hockey as a goalkeeper and then didn't really like it and gave up for a while, and then he found out that his mum had been selling her jewellery so that he could play. As the ball comes into the circle, here's a great chance now for Gasabajit, trying to turn. He wasn't allowed to, gets the pass away, but Jarmanpreet is there for the Pipers. He's forced towards the baseline, spins out of trouble and finds Dominic.
Great hockey from both the teams. Gursarabjit, that was initially who made the spin inside the D end. Jarmanpreet cleaning up.
Just losing it for a split second there. Aditya Lagi. Kai Willett now. Lifts it across the circle. And Shamshir, I think, was thinking of referring it, but then changed his mind. The Pipers may need that later. Yeah, just talking about Dilraj, so he then decided to give hockey another go. Ended up at the Surjit Academy and said he owes his mum everything, and he started to believe in himself at the second attempt.
Yeah, Indian hockey is filled with stories and players with that sort of determination. All they had was a dream and did things to make it work.
And often the parents in the background are doing amazing things to make it work as well. Rabichandra tries to feed it into the circle, but it's strong defense by Varun Kumar. Varun trying to dribble his way out, but he's put under pressure by Murray. Back it goes into the corner, and I think it's Ankit Pal down there. He's done very well. Well, certainly Burns was not retreating at all there, was he? But he was claiming that the free hit was being taken slightly further forward than it should have been by Bram van Button. Jarmanpreet now goes infield. Shamsher trying to turn, just lost possession, and it's stolen away by Cooper Burns, but Shamsher will get it back. Oh, lovely skills by Shamsher. And he tries to spin away from trouble again and gets a free hit off Angad Singh.
Did well, Shamsher. Lost the ball first time around, won it back. Then did well to spin him round and retain possession of the ball.
And Shamsher was a player that Harendra Singh unearthed, wasn't he? And gave him his opportunity as Dominic bursts forward, taking on Arthur Van Doren. Van Doren showing that he's got pace as well. Willett now feeds it top of the circle, and the shot is saved. Good save by Pathak. And then good work defensively just to clear the danger by Dipsan Turkey.
Beautifully positioned was Pathak when that ball was played towards goal. A little tomahawk. Not just saved it, but palmed it away towards the sideline.
Just wonder whether the player with the shot had a bit more time than they actually realised.
It's a bully. They had the ball though, yeah? Wait for the whistle.
So, ball sportingly given back by Roman Duvakot. Van Doren helps it forward to Kina, who now pulls away from Duvakot, who gave chase. Murray, and he pursued that time. There was a slight touch from Lagate, but down the line it goes, and Burns can't keep it in play. They took too long, says the umpire, so it's going to be free hit to the Lancers from the sideline. I must admit, I've been pleased to see the umpires penalising teams that have done that in this tournament, because it does keep the game moving. Kina. Work again by Duvakot, making them lay the ball back. Amit Topo. Henderson comes to Topo again. And a mistrap by him. We'll see possession from the side for the Pipers. Duvakot is there. Will he take it? Yep, he does indeed. And down the line he goes to Dominic. Dominic just lifts it over the top, this time into the path of Lagate. Aditya Lagate back to Dominic. Just dinking it past one, but that time he couldn't get it past Roshan Kujar. On the line, good work being done this time by Bobby Singh Dami, but Dominic, while he was penalised, he yells at the umpire as Van Doren just calmly plays on into the circle. Lovely pass. Gadbir Singh though dispossessed by Jarmanpreet again. It's still alive though with Roshan Kujar just past the post.
Arthur Van Doren wanted his player on the second post. Gadbir Singh just showing the turnover, that ball won back by the Lancers. Nobody on the far pole. A little touch.
And it was great awareness by Roshan Kujar to find Van Doren, who then played the ball to the back post. Roshan Kujar doing really well. Roshan Kujar saw footage of Dayan Chand, who died a course, back in 1979. So apparently found it online, and that was his inspiration to start playing hockey. So it shows even though you've long left this earth, you can still inspire. It's a good ball again for Burns, but just a slightly heavy touch from him, sees it go over the sideline. Stolen away by the Lancers, and that's good combination play. Gasabajit couldn't get the ball back though. Well intercepted by Varun Kumar. It's a great diagonal pass. It should be the Pipers' all, and that's an even better pass into the path of Kai Willett from Dubicot. And Willett, was he caught? Well, no, he doesn't complain, so must have just lost his footing. And now there's a chance again for Gasabajit to go forward. Draper, though, ahead of him, holds him up, tries to steal it. Gasabajit spins away from the challenge from Dubicot, goes back in turn to Amit Topo. Van Doren. And then good skills again from Henderson. Henderson slips it out wide. Should be Roshan Kujar who keeps it in. He does indeed. Roshan Kujar, and then just a touch to take it over the side from the Pipers.
So beautifully done by Henderson in the center of the ground. Jay Stacey obviously not happy with something there.
And edge of the circle, Murray lifted it up. It's Angad Bir Singh. It's not actually. I'm wrong. It's Dilraj.
Are they referring this, the Pipers, for a lifted ball? It did look lifted.
Okay, the first thing, it's a high ball run. It's a high ball here.
Okay, you need a high ball.
No, listen please.
Yeah.
The first thing is a high ball.
Okay.
The second thing is back
Cool
stick
down,
here.
cool down, cool down.
No, please listen then. High ball here. There's two offences. High ball and a back stick.
Okay, I will check.
You check for both?
Okay. Raghu?
Yes, Napo.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
It's the Viper is asking for is the high ball inside this. It was danger. So can you check me a whole scenario? That was
Okay. Pipers referee looking for dangerous.
And the back stick.
Well, to be true, I thought I did see a high ball initially.
Yeah, this one here, I thought this was lifted up high when they were using the 3D skills by Craig Murray. He lifted up, I think, here. Yeah, it's above waist height. It's above knee height. Dilraj, they were saying, was it a back stick here? Must mean just before that, before he had the shot.
I would just pull it up for a high ball on the top of the circle.
And to be fair, Pipers players went up for this immediately. Murray lifted it up. And if you look at how close Varun Kumar is, yeah, and he takes evasive action.
Napo?
Yes, go ahead.
I have an advice for you. It's dangerous. You may restart with a free out and Pipers keep their referee.
Okay.
So it remains 3-1 to the Lancers, and a good referral by the Pipers.
And both the teams knew when they saw it on the big screen, immediately took their position to restart play for the SG Pipers.
The Pipers, you feel, need to get the next goal if they're going to get anything out of this game. Free hit one this time by them. Kingston plays on from the side. And Van Batten carries it forward, looking for options. He has to go to the air, and both players running towards the ball. That was Willett and Hendricks, so it went to the defender. Henderson now pulls away from Kingston. Forced diagonally though, good bit of defensive play in the end from Ankit Pal, but Henderson still with the ball. Henderson into the circle, still going, looks to square it. It's going to break kindly. There's players going everywhere, but the penalty corner has been awarded, and once again, Draper's coming across to refer it.
Cool down. Yes,
Are they just looking for blocking from Henderson?
Out of it. Out. No, out.
The first one?
No, out. And let me talk first. Okay. Come. Slowly, Tom.
Right, listen please. Okay. It's a free hit outside, but there's a stick block then on the way to the D. It's a stick block. He's covering it, look. He's doing this.
Let's check.
Can you understand that?
Thanks. Thanks.
Perfect.
Raghu?
Yes, Napo.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, please.
I want to see whole things there inside the top of the circle.
From the 25. I'll
That's
just
the
check.
Piper is looking for that.
I'll check that and go back to you.
And that was a great run from Henderson.
Does he use his stick though to block a tackle?
But it is the tackle from Draper that he's claiming for. It was blocked by Henderson.
We're going to see this one again. It's kind of difficult because Jarmanpreet's coming in as well from the other side. I think this is one of those, Sandy, that could go either way.
Well, to me, that is blocking. This ball is not with the stick. It is still a little far away from the stick from Henderson. If the stick is with the ball, it's one thing, but there is a gap between the ball and the stick from Henderson.
Yeah, it looked like he was just sliding his stick in the turf, wasn't it? And the ball was free.
Napo? Yeah. There is no clear reason to change your decision. It's a penalty corner and Pipers lose their referee.
Okay, thank you.
Well, he obviously saw it the other way, Raghu, but Lancers with a penalty corner.
Their second of the match as Antoine Kina goes to the baseline. Lining up at the top of the circle, Dilpreet at the second battery, Alexander Hendricks at the first. I'm sure they will go with Hendricks once again. No, they do, but he goes to the second battery and gets it past the keeper. Santiago watched it just sail past him, and that is now 4-1 to the Lancers.
Well, JC absolutely delighted with that execution. Obviously a routine that they had spoken about. Hendricks moving to the second battery when the ball was injected and just going straight through the goalkeeper's pads.
Well, that will be annoying from Thomas Santiago's point of view. When it goes through your legs, it's not a pleasant feeling. So now that mountain for the Pipers has just got a little bit steeper as we see the Lancers do their team celebration led by Alexander Hendricks. And that is now goal a game, Hendricks. This is their 5th match and he's scored in every single game for the Lancers. Which is pretty impressive, isn't it, Sandy? Even if you are a drag flicker, to get a goal a game takes some doing. Good work by Bram van Batten. Willett now weaving his way into the circle. Penalty corner won by him.
We just went through the central defense of the Lancers. Willett, okay, that was. Look at that for a run. Beautifully pulled from left to right. And the Pipers with a penalty corner. They're 6th in the game.
Kai Willett, the product of Norths Hockey Club, which was where Matthew Dawson used to play. So Domine is waiting again at the top of the circle. Alongside him is Gareth Furlong. Just wonder whether they'll give Furlong the chance. They do. Furlong flicks, good save again by Patak. And to the rebound really quickly, and they're not happy. They wanted a referral then, but don't have one left.
I think it was Arthur Van Doren on the rebound to clear it away to the sidelines, but a great save from Patak yet again. Brought his foot out. And then Van Doren first on the ball to clear it away.
Van Doren getting there just before Kai Willett, but it's the Pipers on the attack. In it goes again, and who's there? Arthur Van Doren. Burns helps out on the left-hand side. Pressing hard are the Pipers. Free hit goes against them.
But Arthur Van Doren's positioning in defense, Ashley, time and again, he just reads those lines so well. Always there to pick out those cross balls.
Well, you can see now why he was the FIH Player of the Year twice. He was the Rising Player of the Year twice. Because exactly what you say, he just, when he first burst on the scene, was doing that back then in 2016-17. Still alive, and ooh, slight mistake there by Kina, or was it deliberately played over the ball? Pipers, he felt, needed a goal before the end of this quarter if they're going to have any hope of coming back in this match. That wasn't stopped on the sideline. It's a free hit further in, I think, but being told now to take it back, are they? Yeah, it's on the line. I thought it was. So Rabichandra looks to try and go towards the circle, then doubles back and again changes directioning once more. Across the field of play it comes. PB Sunil lays it back into the defensive line. Santurki back to Van Doren. Just over 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Hendricks didn't get hold of that the way he hoped. Largate feeds it forward and makes a run forward as well. In it comes to Kai Willett. Willett pulls it away from danger. And now he's getting surrounded. He's actually got hit on the hand there that time by the challenge coming in from Dilpreet. Dilpreet was very quick to apologise.
Just won the stick with no control, Dilpreet.
He's got a card for it as well, hasn't he? Yeah, he's got a green card.
When you look at it in slow motion, it did look nasty.
Played it in quickly, long corner. Draper now over the ball for the Pipers. Comes back to Rohit. Draper again, Rohit again. Rupinder Pal is there, square. They go to him now. Draper on the angle, looks to slide the pass forward. Nice touch from Duvakot. Largate kept it in play along the baseline. Great run, Aditya Largate. Long corner won by him.
Largate doing well under the circumstances, but he had to get past Arthur Van Doren.
The Pipers again having to recycle it. Rupinder Pal to Rohit once more. Out to Draper it goes. Down the line. Good 1-2, but it's a 1. It didn't get a 2. It's now a 2 as Largate, though it was lifted into the circle. Shake of the head there for the card for Dilpreet. Van Doren now. Giving chase, Roman Duvakot. Van Doren just moved away, and what a pass that is into the path of Craig Murray. Murray just inside the circle now, short little dink down the line. Rabichandra wins a long corner for the Lancers.
Well, Van Doren, that was who started from his own half. Found a pass in the SG Pipers D.
Back to PB Sunil, and all the way back it goes to Dipsan Turki. Kina. Just wonder, everyone's saying that the Lancers are the team to beat, but then of course when we get to the end of the tournament it becomes very different.
But they just seem to be most complete, at least thus far. The Lancers very structured in defense and threatening when they come up into attack.
They seem to have that spine through the middle of the side, don't they? All the way from the forward line, midfield, defence. And with Krishnan Patak in goal as well. Even the goalkeeper as it comes out wide and brought down by PB Sunil. 8 seconds remaining, and it'll just be carried out and in fact just pushed over the side. The players already start walking over to the sideline for the final break and the final words of instruction from the coaches. Craig Murray, well, he has 1 goal tonight, his first of the Hero Hockey India League. Score at the final break, the Vedanta Kalinga Lancers 4, SG Pipers 1. Take a look at the highlights from that quarter. And it's the Pipers got us underway. Came out wide and trying to find a way through was Dilraj. Good skills by him along the baseline. Tried to play a 1-2 with Thomas Domine. Didn't come off. Willett then played the ball in, and it was good effort from Shamsher. Jarmanpreet played it back in, but good defence once more from the Lancers. And then Jarmanpreet again, defensive duties this time. Roshan Kujar played it back to Van Doren, and across the face of goal it went. It was a lovely little deflection round the back. Murray lifted the ball there. Dilraj did get it in the back of the goal, but it was disallowed for danger at the top of the circle. Henderson then, that run was penalised, although it became a penalty corner, and Alexander Hendricks flicked it home to make it 4-1 to the Lancers. Hey, Stacey, quiet word with Cooper Burns before he heads back to the dugout. Krishnan Patak comes back out again for the final quarter. The helmet goes down and he's back in business. Now, can the Pipers get anything out of this? The maximum points they could get coming into today was, I think it was 13. So now the maximum they can get will be 10 from the remaining games. And I'm not sure that's going to be enough to carry them into the finals. We might see our second team missing out. Varun Kumar to Jarmanpreet. Back to Varun Kumar it goes. Another 5 goals though, Sandy. We were saying how the 100th goal scored in the last game by Tim Brand, and they're still sticking at the average of 5 a game as the Pipers come forward again. That'll be a long corner. Long corner taken, goes back to Draper. Square to Varun Kumar. Tries to angle that one into the circle. Van Doren read it, but then a slip stolen away by Domine. Domine into the circle, and it just wouldn't run that time for Dilraj. Gersabajit now turns on the ball, looking to take on Draper. Was waiting for support, in the end decided to go down the line himself. Appeals, it's gone over the side, and Zeke Newman on the far side was ideally placed to see that it had.
He did the right thing under the circumstances. He did not have support, tried to slow it down. Then when he didn't find anything, tried to create something on his own.
So the Pipers, you just feel, need an early goal in this quarter. Trailing by 3. And it's been a tough baptism for them, the Hero Hockey India League. No wins last year. And they're still, by the looks of things, going to be sitting on just the 1 this year at the moment. The victory they had over the Tufans. And it's stolen away. That was a good steal. Oh dear, just a miscommunication that time. Burns setting off the pass, didn't have enough juice on it to reach him. And now it's the Pipers coming forward. Lage has to come out of the corner. Bram Van Batten to Draper. Into the pocket, trying to turn, and into the circle it goes, and a shot on the turn. It's an air shot though. Not a bad ball in by Ankit Pal to Kai Willett.
Just trying to lift the ball and play it on the reverse. difficult skill to execute.
Van Batten penalised there. Brought down top of the circle by Murray on the forehand. Murray to the back post, so close. Well, it was a great shot by Murray, and also coming in at the back post was Bobby Singh Dhami.
Great aerial ball played into the D. Then Murray doing well to get away from his defender and put it across the face of the goal. Bobby Singh Dhami, I thought, was beautifully positioned, but just not able to get the stick at the end of it.
Draper carrying it out of defence now for the Pipers. It looked a little bit short, but in the end it was controlled well by Ankit Pal. Henderson leaves it on the sideline. Antoine Keena, short pass by him into the path of Craig Murray. Slipping and claiming he was pushed. Bobby Singh Dhami not happy at all. I saw that Bobby Singh Dhami is attending Lovely University. Is that one of the universities here? That's a nice name for a university, isn't it? I don't think I found any educational establishment lovely. I was one of those that sat staring out the window, dreaming about the afternoon sport.
Well, cannot say we all end up in the commentary box, can I, Ashley?
No, and that was only because I wasn't any good at playing. Bibi Sunil on the ball now. Keena forced back by who else but Thomas Domine. Carried forward now by Dipsan Turki, feeds it out onto the left-hand side. Roshan Kuja goes down by Jarmanpreet, happy to go back to the defensive line, and Hendricks, who angles his pass perfectly into the path of Van Doren, went infield, and now down the line he goes to find Henderson. Bit of touch by Henderson, but it's going to be a free hit. Draper winning that for the Pipers. Draper again surrounded by Murray and Bobby Singh Dhami. The aerial pass goes out to Rupinder Pal. He's got a little bit of space now. Needs a run, and it came through the middle. Ankit Lage rather just lost it as he tried to turn, and Keena took it, accelerated away. Lage's gone with him, but into the circle it goes, deflected wide. Rupinder Pal, good work by him. It'll be a long corner.
Keena just found so much space in front of him. Beautiful setup. Bobby Singh Dhami, that was with the last try on goal.
And you sort of feel Bobby Singh Dhami set two up tonight, that he deserves one himself, because he's been working tirelessly in that forward line. Here he is again. Oh, what a turn that was. Left Rupinder in his wake. Top of the circle. Oh, Henderson couldn't get there. Good play to Draper, though. That was very well played by Jacob Draper.
And Bobby Singh Dhami, well, he just spun Rupinder Pal on his heels, did he not? Beautifully done.
Bobby Singh Dhami spun Bobby.
Well, look at that for some skill. Totally fooled Rupinder Pal, and he had to play the catch-up game.
Well, I'm sure Rupinder Pal is pleased he doesn't need a highlights video these days, because that wouldn't be on it, would it? Ball in by Kai Willett is brought down at the edge of the circle, across the face of goal, and so close. Well played again, Shamsha.
I just thought it was great advantage played by the Empire. The ball was lifted up, fell nicely and across the face of the goal. Just not able to slot it in.
It's actually Lage trying to get it to Shamsha at the back post. How did they not get that in? Lage again showing he's superb along the baseline. Burns and Furlong going head to head. Burns will get the ball from the side, approaching the halfway stage of the final quarter. Lancer still in the ascendancy. Dilpreet turns but wins a long corner. Murray over the ball. Jay Stacey watching on from the sideline. will no doubt be very pleased with the performance of his team again tonight. As the Kalinga Lancers won the last time around, with Mark Hagar as coach, an Australian coach. And can they do it this time with another Australian at the helm in Jay Stacey? I should say they had an Australian goalkeeper there as well in Andrew Charter. And they've got Jed Snowden on the books this time around. And that was lifted, unfortunately, by the Pipers. Kingston getting right underneath that one.
Just trying to force the ball into the dear standing defense of the Lancers. They will come out with a free hit, the Lancers.
Thrown over the top, chasing hard to get on the end of it is Amit Topo. He will do. Keep it in play, beats it away from Duvakot. Roshan Kujar now. Looks to cut infield. Amit Topo again. Duvakot goes with him. Topo along the baseline, plays it across the face of goal. Oh, it is going to be a goal. Well, Topo set it up, but it's Angad Bir Singh that put it over the goal line and gave the Lancers their fifth.
Beautifully worked by Topo. He had defenders in front of him, had to get the better of them. Did just that. Look at that for a run. Came into the D and a diving finish to give Lancers their fifth goal.
Well, that was just sheer determination along the baseline, and also, to be fair, by Angad Bir Singh, he was determined to get that one into the goal. And that is his first goal of the Hero Hockey India League 2026. Jay Stacey gives him a pat on the back as he walks off. So 5-1 now, and that, I think, is the end of that for the Pipers. They might get another consolation, but I don't think they're going to come back now. Comes out wide to Kingston. Rohit. Ram Van Batten to Domine. Keena put again his hand in the back of Domine, standing over the ball. Thomas Domine trying to feed that one through. It was a good idea into the path that time of Raj Kumar Pal. Lovely ball forward to Bobby Singh Dami. Gets onto his forehand. Feeds it into Craig Murray. Back to Bobby Singh Dami. Oh dear. It's probably the first mistake he's made all night. I think it was actually, to be fair, it was one of those that at the corner of your eye, you see the white shirts of the substitutes waiting to come on and think they're in the field of play.
Yeah, I thought so too. There were substitutions to be made for the Lancers. Just thought they were in play.
Easily done, especially if they're standing right on the side of the pitch. Good ball forward again. Chance to come in from Deepak Pradhan. And he's won a penalty corner for his team and gets quick congratulations. So penalty corner number 3 for the Lancers.
The Pipers just seem to have shut themselves off. A tame one at that, finding the foot, not protecting his feet from the ball. Lancers with the third penalty corner.
Deepak Pradhan, I believe, is 18 years of age, born in Ranchi. So he's just left his hometown. So Keena makes his way again to the baseline. Hendricks lines up at the first battery. Henderson is at the second. Henderson, the only Australian on the field not to score tonight. Are they going to let him have a chance? They are. Oh no, it's Hendricks who's come around, and Hendricks fires it home. So Hendricks makes it 6 for the Lancers, and Hendricks That's his second of the night.
Well, again, going to the second battery was Hendricks, and going to the right of the goalkeeper this time around. A very difficult angle for any goalkeeper to pick out. To the sideboard of the goal. Goal number 6 to the Lancers.
Just changing the goalkeeper now. The Vedanta Kalinga Lancers, Jed Snowden, comes on the field of play. 6'2" Australian, product of Strathmore Secondary College. Jarmanpreet plays it forward. The Pipers looking for that consolation goal. Look like they're going to remain bottom of the ladder. Did that touch Jarmanpreet's foot? It did. As Hendricks takes a seat. Is there going to be a smile as the mouthguard comes out? It's just another day in the office for him. Just over 3.5 minutes left. And what a night we've had here at the Kalinga Stadium. 6 goals from the Tufans, 6 goals from the Lancers as Domine goes on the run again. That time just played it behind his teammate. So taken quickly, Van Doren just lifting it over the heads of the attacking Pipers players into the path of Henderson. Henderson being pursued by Largate, feeds it forward now to Gersabajit. Little touch coming off Bram van Batten, and it'll be a long corner to the Lancers. Henderson again over the ball, plays it back to Van Doren. Have the Lancers had enough, or are they in search of another goal? Which will really hurt the Pipers. They conceded 6 in their last game against the Royals. So another 6 tonight, that would really hurt defensively. Van Doren throws it high, brought down again by Murray. Murray on the reverse, and that was not too far away, but I think just waiting at the back post. He was actually on his heels that time, Gersabajit. Back to Draper it goes. He's worked tirelessly at the back for the Pipers. Fierce competitor, Jacob Draper. Cut out in the midfield this time by Henderson. Draper probably gets his competitive spirit from his mum, who I believe was an expert at Taekwondo and took part in the Olympic qualifiers for Wales. So maybe the fighting spirit runs in her genes. Van Doren. Short pass to PB Sunil. Van Doren first times it. What a pass in the end to Craig Murray. Murray turning away, cuts infield away from Shamsha. No look pass though out to the right, went straight to Draper. It's the Pipers with the chance to go on one last attack, you feel. Dilraj. Can he create something? Oh, it was into the path of Lage, but a heavy touch by him at the top of the circle made it easy for the defence to just take it away. Into the final minute now. I don't think there's any doubt who the victor is tonight. And the good news for the local fans is the Kalinga Lancers now have booked themselves a place in the top 4. They will be contesting the finals. So close last year, scored the most goals, but sadly conceded too many. Murray, top of the circle, Murray, well, that time didn't quite get it right. It just skewed off his stick as he went for the tomahawk.
Great ball played inside, a good first touch. It just had a little too much on it.
Shamsha again throws it long. Brought down well, nice turn. Edge of the circle, great defence, PB Sunil. Crowd getting raucous now as they count down the final seconds. And that is the end of the match, and it's high fives all around for the Lancers. The drums are beating in the stands. And Arthur Van Doren's team have claimed yet another victory here in the Hero Hockey India League, and they have booked their place in the top 4. A clinical performance by them tonight. Pipers showed plenty of spirit, but in the end, the Lancers just had a little too much finesse. And some wonderful team goals created by them in this game. And that was probably why they managed to dismantle the defence of the SG Pipers. Final score, Vedanta Kalinga Lancers 6, SG Pipers 1.
मेरा नाम अंकित पाल, मैं मिडफील्डर एसजी पाइपर्स टीम से। एसजी पाइपर्स के लिए मेरा ये सेकंड सीज़न है, बट हॉकी इंडिया लीग से इतना फ़ायदा होता है कि हमें काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिलता है ओवरसीज़ प्लेयर से। इसमें कितना आप कोऑर्डिनेट कर पाते हैं एक दूसरे से, सीनियर प्लेयर्स हैं हमारे काफ़ी, तो इसमें काफ़ी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस मिलता है और हमें भी मौका मिलता है कि हम अपने आप को शो कर सकें काफ़ी। एसजी पाइपर्स टीम ने मुझे जब लिया तो काफ़ी हेल्पफुल रहा, क्योंकि एक एसजी पाइपर की अच्छी टीम है और उसमें खेलने में काफ़ी मज़ा भी आता है और बेसिकली थोड़ा फाइनेंशियली भी काफ़ी सपोर्ट मिलता है लीग से।
Hello guys, Maninder Singh this side. I played for Suma Hockey Club. Like when I was ball picker in 2017 when I was watching HAL. That was really a really good moment for me, and now I'm playing HAL again. Really good to be in Chennai, and hockey atmosphere is really nice here. As you all know that Vinny is a legend. It is a good experience to know a few more things, like new things. तो लास्ट सीजन मेरा बहुत अच्छा गया था एंड हमारी टीम का भी अच्छा गया था। जो हमने प्लान्स करे थे हम स्टिक टू प्लान रहे।
मैं अजिंक्य यादव और सराची बंगाल टाइगर से मैं एचएल में रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा हूँ और मुझे एचएल में फ़र्स्ट टाइम चांस मिला है यहाँ पे, जो मैं डोमेस्टिक में खेलता था। तो यहाँ पे मुझे बहुत जो इंटरनेशनल प्लेयर है उनके साथ खेलने का मौका मिला है, जो मेरे आइडल्स है उनके साथ ड्रेसिंग रूम शेयर करने का मौका मिल रहा है और बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिल रहा है उनसे कि जो भी मैच के लिए कैसे प्रिपेयर होते हैं या सब जो उनका बिहेवियर, जो मैच प्रिपरेशन वो सब देखने सीखने मिल रहा है उनसे मिलके, जो समझा रहे दोस्त जैसा ही बिहेवियर कर रहे सब लोग, और तो उनसे भी सीखने मिल रहा है कि जो गेम के बारे में वो मुझे बता रहे कैसे खेलना है, क्या है, उनका एक्सपीरियंस भी मुझे शेयर कर रहे हैं। चेन्नई में तो फेवरेट तो इडली है, इडली डोसा।
Welcome back to the Kalinga Stadium. The match 21 coming to an end for a victory for the home team, 6-1 over the SG Pipers. We're going to go pitch side now to find out who the player of the match is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the post-match presentation ceremony for the Hero Hockey India League 2026 match between Vedanta Kalinga Lancers and SG Pipers. Hero Hockey India League would like to take this opportunity to thank their partners, title sponsor Hero Motorcorp, broadcast partner DD Sports, streaming partner Waves, official hydration partner Bisleri, medical partner Apollo Hospital. Thank you for your support. और अब मैं चाहूंगी कि आप सब जोरदार तालियों के साथ स्वागत करें हमारे dignitary to present the Hero Vida Electric Player of the Match Award, Dr. Hari Babu Kambampati, Honorable Governor of Odisha. Shri Suryabanshi Suraj, Honorable Minister, Sports and Youth Services, Higher Education, Oriya Language and Literature and Culture. And the award for the Hero Vita Electric Player of the Match goes to Bobby Singh Dhami from Vedanta Kalinga Lancers. बॉबी आप प्लीज इस तरफ आइए। आपको 2 अच्छे असिस्ट मिले, आपने थ्रू आउट द गेम टायरलेसली आप मैदान पर लगे रहे अपॉर्चुनिटीज क्रिएट करने में। आपकी टीम ने टॉप 4 में अपनी जगह अब दर्ज कर ली है। टेल मी कैसा महसूस हो रहा है एंड हाउ वाज द गेम फॉर यू गाइस?
मैम बहुत ही अच्छा गेम था हमारे लिए। हमारे कोचेस ने जो स्ट्रक्चर बताया था उसे हमने फॉलो किया और हमें अच्छा रिजल्ट मिला। टीम को एक स्ट्रक्चर के साथ हम पूरी टीम ने एफर्ट किया और हमें अच्छा रिजल्ट मिला और बहुत खुशी है हमारी टीम क्वालिफाई हुई है सेमीज के लिए। थैंक यू मैम।
उसके लिए आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई। लेकिन आज ऑडियंस ने बहुत सारा प्यार और सपोर्ट दिया है आपको, होम टीम वाला प्यार था, उनके लिए कुछ कहना चाहते हैं सामने जो लोग खड़े हैं?
थैंक यू ऑडियंस लव एंड सपोर्ट्स के लिए और नेक्स्ट मैच में प्लीज़ हमें और सपोर्ट करें और थैंक यू कलिंगा लैंसर्स एंड
कंग्रेचुलेशंस बॉम्बे, थैंक यू सो मच। That was Bobby Singh Dhami, Electric Player of the Match Award जिनको मिला है बेहतरीन परफॉर्मेंस के लिए। That's it from the post-match presentation ceremony.
Well, we'll take a look at the highlights now from this match, and there were plenty of goals. I have to tell you that this was early on deflected into the path for Cooper Burns. Wonderful deflection by Bobby Singh Dhami. And then this was the second goal, and it was Craig Murray this time to getting on the end of a fierce ball in from Alexander Hendricks. Pipers, well, they came back. It was good work by Shamsha, and then Jarmanpreet played it in. Came back, Surab managed to find Kai Willett, and that was 2-1, and we thought the Pipers were coming back, but then look at that deflection. Cooper Burns getting his second of the game. And then another clever bit of play by Murray, but unfortunately that was called up. They did get it inside the goal, and that was called back. This was another run by Henderson. They won a penalty corner from it, and Hendricks flicked home, and that made it 4-1 to the Lancers in the 39th minute. This was again a good aerial pass to Craig Murray, played to the back post. Bobby Singh Dhami, player of the match, was on the end, but couldn't get a touch. Great run this time along the baseline, and it was Amit Topo who set up Angad Bir Singh to make it 5-1. Another penalty corner, and Hendricks flicked home again for the Lancers, and that sealed the night. 6-1. Alexander Hendricks 2, Cooper Burns 2, and it was time for the photographs here in Bhubaneswar. Happy smiles all around for the Kalinga Lancers and their backroom staff. But the important thing is that has confirmed them now into the finals. Tom Bone remains top of the Hero Hockey India League 2026 top goal scoring charts. Kane Russell 2 goals behind him. Hendricks now closing the gap, having moved up on 7 goals. Domine scoreless tonight. So too Amandeep Lakra. I don't think he pulled one in, did he, tonight? No, he didn't. So he could have closed the gap as well. Still plenty of games to come though. We've got 8 days more action after today. So can anyone catch Tom Bone? And what does it mean at the league table? It means the Vedanta Kalinga Lancers are 4 points clear now at the top of the table, and they are assured of a place in the finals. SG Pipers, you feel they're not going to make it now, but mathematically, who knows? There is a lot of hockey still to be played. Tufans sit in 4th thanks to their win tonight. The question is, can they hang in there and scrape their way into the top 4? It's going to be a real tussle between the teams below them. More action coming your way tomorrow as we have the SG Pipers taking on the Shirachi Bengal Tigers, both having lost today, and then the Vedanta Kalinga Lancers take on the Accord Tamil Nadu Dragons. Thank you for your company tonight. We really have appreciated it, and we hope you'll join us again tomorrow.